Hello YouTubers out there, this is Jerry Saravia at the movies, and today we will be reviewing and of course today we are going to be looking at Chris Rock's Top 5, the newest comedy from the very controversial and confrontational comedian. Top 5 is a very sneakily charming and often witty comedy, and he wrote and directed this film. And although the wit heads for the mildly profane bone, never loses sight of its unflinching honesty, and that's what I admire most about it. Chris Rock is Andre Allen, more or less based on Chris Rock himself, playing a movie star and an actor who made people laugh and is now going through a transitional phase, mostly because he wants to make serious films. We've heard that kind of story before, and there are comedians who, of course, have attempted that. Some succeeded, others have failed. Andre Allen's gold-digging fiancée, a reality star played by Gabrielle Union, has their love story and future marriage shaped into an episode of her own reality show, though it is really meant to boost her career. And as she says, listen, I could sleep with anybody, I slept with Bradley Cooper, so look at me, who am I, type of thing. Very self-centered. Allen's transition from comedy gives way to a serious movie about the Haitian slavery rebellion. It's a film entitled Uprise. Now, in a very funny scene, when he checks a movie theater to see how it's playing, because it's the opening day of the film, the competition is the latest Tyler Perry film, which of course Chris Rock makes a lot of fun of in this film. And it has Medea in a haunted house type scenario. I wouldn't be surprised if Tyler Perry makes this type of movie in the future. Anyway, it's the film everybody's lining up to see. That's the winner, not the film Uprise. So what is Andre Allen going to do if he can presumably be funny only when he drinks? You see, he has a bit of an alcohol problem. So you enter Rosario Dawson as New York Times reporter Chelsea Brown, who is eager to interview Andre and find those sneaky truths, or as recovering alcoholics will tell you, rigorous honesty. And that's one of the themes of the film. It's one of the themes of Chris Rock's life too, as well, particularly as a comic. Now, Andre reluctantly accepts her interview request, slowly building trust with Chelsea, even so far as to show his old neighborhood, which includes his old friends and an ex-girlfriend, Sherry Shepard, who's very funny in this film as well, who wishes she stuck with him. Andre's friends, which includes a barfingly, and I mean that in the best sense of the word, funny cameo by Tracy Morgan, remind him of his roots, how his first stand-up gigs were disastrous, and also share their favorite 5 rappers. That's basically, you could say, why the film is called Top 5 in the first place. Andre Allen is also shown as the alcoholic he once was. One particularly naughty flashback deals with Cedric the Entertainer as a Texan freewheeler who introduces Andre to clubs and prostitutes. A hotel room involving pillows and champagne results in something which I'm not sure if I should reveal it here, but I will do my best to make it seem less naughty. Let's say it involves more than a couple of less than sanitary spots on the bed involving Cedric the Entertainer. It is a sequence that would have been at home in The Wolf of Wall Street. There are also bouts of aggression when Allen is dressed as Hammy the Bear, a character Allen played in 3 movies, kind of like a trilogy, something which Chris Rock had brought up on The View when he was a guest, and said that it references Whoopi Goldberg's T-Rex partner. You heard that correctly. Whoopi Goldberg was in a movie with a T-Rex as a partner in The Forgotten Theodore Rex. Also, it might be a little nod to Eddie Murphy, who dressed up in a sort of an elephant, I believe, outfit or costume in the movie Beverly Hills Cop 3, something which we wouldn't expect Eddie Murphy's Axel Foley to do. Anyway, Top 5 has big belly laughs, but it also has uncomfortable, sincere truths. Remember, rigorous honesty. So when Allen returns to his old neighborhood, he confronts a seemingly wise codger played by Ben Vereen, who knew Alan and needs some cash, despite putting Alan down with regards to returning to his roots only for an interview. It is one of the best scenes in the film, especially when the sly old man turns out to be Alan's father. There's also an uproarious scene where Alan talks to his hollering, frustrated agent, played by Kevin Hart. Their conversation about how Alan's upcoming marriage is the only thing Alan has got going may recall the Kanye and Kim wedding, for sure. Added to that is a conversation about how 1968's Planet of the Apes might have inspired James Earl Ray to kill Martin Luther King Jr., which is a dubious theory, but funny at any rate, considering the film came out one day prior to the assassination, which I never even thought about before, so thank you, Chris Rock, for bringing that up. I can't leave out truly hysterical moments from DMX, of all people, singing Smile, a song which references Charlie Chaplin, who sang the song a while back in a movie, and Jerry Seinfeld listing his top 5 rappers. Something you have to stick through the end credits to watch. Whoopi Goldberg also appears in the movie. There are a bunch of people that have cameos in this picture. I wouldn't call top 5 a top-of-the-line comedy. The cinematography in particular is a rather dim, neutral look. It's just, I don't know how else to put it. I wouldn't say it's ugly, but it looks muddy a little. But overall, it's a very terrifically bouncy comedy. It really bounces along in ways that shows a little irreverence for the material. Rosario Dawson's charms and wide smile, a smile almost too wide for widescreen formats, it's more than enough juice to add it to Chris Rock's observations, very sharp ones, on race and our celebrity-obsessed culture. And I'm just being rigorously honest, rather. Anyway, do check out Top 5. Definitely worth seeing. I will be trying to see more theatrical releases, let's say a little bit more frequently than I have been. And this is partly due to the fact that since now I'm writing for Steel Notes magazine, which I'm very proud of, I can write reviews of more current releases, so I'm hoping to do that. And anyway, check out Top 5, and this is Jerry Saravia at the Movies, signing off.